bully, that securer in lane. And I think, you know, if they play the map well enough, they will have a chance to scale on these heroes. And the final pick from MagID comes here. And we see a final because Moita can sustain and just keep on hitting through.
Yeah.
And, you know, that way they will...
chance, but for now, a different opponent stands in your way. Execration looked a bit deflated after yesterday's game. Didn't really have the same shine on them. And I think specifically for Tino, he's going to have a lot to prove. But flip side, Mag Indonesia, the strong core duo for them as we might have to hold that thought. Flappy getting fished out of his own tier 1 tower. This is an easy kill. The level 1s, very lethal from the Filipino side. They get first blood on none other than Bob. Couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah, I mean, it's already a hard lane for Endo, yeah.
Yeah. You can see what the idea is, right? The Marcy and Moeta combo, just two of the newest heroes in the game, comboing up very nicely. Between the Deadshot and Tossback, it's a lot of repositioning potential, but Womi, he doesn't care. He's just going to charge in. Nice Deadshot to help them extend that gap, and now Delol in some trouble. Forced to pop the decrep on himself. They'll have to settle for absolutely nothing as they cancel the salve. Yona, that's not really what he wanted. The last touch, but the lifesteal. The sidekick actually pays off. He gets the kill first. Yona, definitely a strange one. It's gonna not really hamper Bob from still having an excellent start. 25 and 13. So many denies to his name right now, and they're looking at Pota jumping forward. Nice dodge out with the slide, but they pulled him back. Crush and the kill.
What can you do? He's level 5, it's a 3-hero rotation. Again, I don't think, even with the raindrops, if it's 2 versus 1 and those 2 heroes are Primal, Beast, Pugna, they will be able to dive you every time. So CML is going to have to be a bit more wary with these rotations.
Yeah. Straight up in the mid lane, not really where you want to be as an Ancient Apparition. And Tino trying his best to body block up. He's trying to create space for that Brambles to come in, but now Tino in some trouble. Blood Grenade gonna land. The last touch though, he's able to just jam his way out of here. Oh, you Flappy. You could have just played it safe. You could have just retreated. He was fine there.
And although we had that good start, Mr. Sneeze, look at the lane now. That melee hero, slow melee hero versus Morphling is, that matchup is coming into full force here. 42 and 9 for CJ and just 29 CS for Tino.
Yeah, bot side, the Lul sets up another kill.
No, he's going to be retreating to the jungle very shortly. He's not a hero who can just stand and tank through everything. And this Primal Beast, you know, a lot of the time why you see it in the mid lane is so you can get extra levels, so you can get extra farm and can do more things on the map. But if you have such a good lane on the off lane, it can kind of look kind of similar.
Set up again into the mid lane. The chain disables. They're a bit too much. Tossed back into another Brambles. And Pota has nowhere to go. I know you mentioned this is a losing matchup, but Bob, he is really making the most of it.
Very rough game right now. He's going to have to make some moves on the map. He's got his level 6, but he doesn't even have a pair of boots yet. He went for the double Wraith Band to like try help in the lane, but
yeah,
it's not working out with all these support rotations, and now they're going to try for the counterplay.
A bit of revenge being looked at right now, but Bob, look where he's at in the river. He'll be able to slide his way out of here. The last bit of damage though, and Delol, oh, the immediate tips back. They make him know, they make him remember this. Don't you dare go tipping our mid laner again. The whole squad gonna come for your head.
He goes to lanes and kills, so I think kind of sort of theory difference, but when your mid lane is an Ember Spirit, it kind of serves the same role, so it should be fine in the end.
Yeah. We'll have to see, though, because, I mean, like you mentioned, oh, Pota, oh my goodness.
Oh no.
You might be dead here. Still able to slide away thanks to that Remnant. Okay, the low coming through, forcing the jump onto Bob there. That felt very over-aggressive from the Pugna, and he's going to give over a large chunk of change to Bob.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold for position 4 Pugna. 510 minutes in is a mighty load of net worth. And up top, Crazy Plays getting major.
Yeah, straight up onto the Morphling, but Womi here to protect his core. And we'll be able to punch down Tino before the Morphling goes down, looking for the deny. They're still undecided. Yeah, he's just fine.
Calculated.
Womi, yeah, lucky he didn't go for that punch. If not, this CJ could have... I mean, he's just going to avoid this the rough situation. I guess greed, but still committing for that play ends up costing him here.
And the thing is, you can still go for the Vanguard, right? You don't use the... Oh, before we get to that...
Oh, the Crush and the Terrorize is perfectly set up, but the Ice Blast over Bob's head. CML here to help as well. And with the Unleash, Pota doesn't stand a chance. That's gonna be the blink dagger for Bob, and he's just gonna get even more lethal at this stage. Execration, they've committed so many resources in terms of their support's time here.
100%. I think he's going to feel very confident on this morph. They're going to commit a lot if they want to bring him down.
Oh, perfect dodge out, and Yona in some trouble, missing on the dead shot. He's gonna get pulverized down, completely manhandled by the Primal Beast. You're gonna throw the Doom out onto him, but where's the follow-up damage? You're running into a sea of ice vortexes. Level 4, a huge crush onto 2 now. They take down Flappy, who has overextended, but they're straight onto Bob. D-Crab, you've morphed up into the Slada, and CJ there to punish. Mag Indonesia, this is exactly what to fight. You're gonna, when they want to fight, you're gonna regret running up into them there, and you trade 1 pos 5 for your pos 1, pos 2, and a support. That is not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
On that dead shot, not able to stop Womi from just trampling through and killing her off.
Be a
and
big
now,
find.
oh Tina, it's so easy. Ice Blast on his head, not even needed. He's just gonna go down to Womi's damage.
That's crazy.
Managed to find himself a Yule's pretty rich on this Dark Willow, all things considered. Smoke up immediately gets broken by Womi, and he's just gonna charge through. This Primal Beast has like zero fear. You're running through onto Pota, they're waiting for the Shadow Realm to end. Tino, yeah, the Doom there, you could have gone crazy. But Bob looks to be interested in starting a fight here, but you're running on top of Womi. He gets Doom, so the Primal Beast likely gonna go down, but they're in as well. Morphling a little bit too far forward, and CJ makes a fatal mistake. Now it's the Ember as well, who's overstepped his welcome, and just like that, Mag Indonesia, the 3 cores, they get way too aggressive there, diving
both Ancients. That was their side of the map by committing too hard, and it's going to cost it. It's all going to get dewarded. It's all going to get found out. Actually, I say that Shanks doesn't know he's going to get found.
Oh, Shanks, he circled out that ward. He had an idea there was vision, but he is going to die for it. They spot him out, Pota. It's an easy slight chains. Just off of that move alone, Mag Indonesia.
Carry players, and I do have to question your boy CJ here. Yes, you're having a good game. Yes, you're the most farmed person in the world. I still do think he needs to go BKB on the morph. Like, looking at what you're playing up against. Oh, before we get to that fight breaking out up top.
Less of a fight and more of an easy fish to fry. The setup is perfect from Mag Indonesia, and they're chasing for more. They know that Shanks is in the area, spotting him out with a ward here. Can they commit in the face of the Yules and the Shadow Realm? Should be easy for him to just TP out of this. Doesn't manage to pop it up in time. Gonna end up curse crowning himself. They're gonna pop to the overwhelming amount of damage yet again. Execration, they continue to get found out on the map here over and over. The death squad of Mag Indonesia rolls forward.
I think they're gonna get this tier 1 here, but the side of Mag Indo, they're prepping. All the TPs are out. They wanna fight, they wanna defend.
Maybe not the tower in particular, but looking for engagement up in this top side. Bob, he's gonna reveal himself, but once again, without the BKB, it's gonna be an easy Ice Blast on his head. Yona somehow dies to the AoE damage, and you're not able to find the Doom just yet. BKB pop from Tino though, and he's gonna be saying, no frontline, no problem. The Bedlam damage is more than enough as they wipe the floor with both Wobi and Pota. It looked a bit rough for them in that initial engagement, but the big bad Doom comes in and saves the day. Doom not even required.
Yeah, damn, Tino, what a beast with that BKB. He has the confidence to just walk in, gets off the wall stomp.
Morphling, gonna cut down these tanky frontline. Yona, no. Has the BKB, but it's a lot of physical that can come through. Pops appears the veil, and suddenly CJ might be in a bit of trouble. Desperately strength morphing up here. The last bit of HP saved by Delul, and now with the BKB running out, he's just gonna get chopped down. Gotta wonder where the rest of the squad was. Seem to be split up. They have the Primal Beast pulled up to the sky here, but without their carry, they can't try and fight Shanks. Looking to be in trouble as well. You'll try and come through with a secondary crush. Follow up with the Marcy with the punches through, but Pota, that's what the blade mail is for, baby. The Marcy just punches herself to her own death. And once again, Delul and Flappy with the backup plays.
Really deadly. So any mistake on the high ground is so costly. Again, buybacks and stuff are still an option, so again, that's where you can throw a lot of games, you know. We all played pubs here, and most of the games lost is through the high ground.
CML, I was just about to say, once this Marcy gets the BKB, she's going to be a real problem, but not there yet. And gets very easily set up upon, shows her face, which ends up being the biggest mistake. The rest of the side of Execration aren't here on this high ground to defend, and no Aegis, they'll still ramp up, force the glyph out. There's a buyback available. Bob coming into the fray. They're trying to look for the Doom, but a very timely Manta gets you out of there. Now Womi in some trouble as well. Dalul starting the heal out and the media blink away. The kite is successful, but they clear out the vision on the high ground. And oh no, Bob. Again, no BKB and punished and killed. Pota might be the response. Still sliding away though. How does he keep getting out? The Mag Indonesia heroes, they continue to be so slippery thanks to their backline support. Dalul keeping them healed up to the brim. And CJ, they've staggered the depths here. This Slaughter doesn't have a buyback. And they can just continue posturing on this high ground.
And that's what you said. There's the opening.
Oh no! The Blink Doom, it does not connect again. Try number 2. And you even pop the BKB onto Yona just to try and start this fight. But the execution from Execration falling completely flat. Twice in a row, Tino blinks in, only to find the Morphling and his Manta.
It's the goal both these teams wanted. Execration to come back in this game, and for Mag Indonesia to close it out. The wards is there, but the smoke is even better. Who can they find, Parma?
They're gonna put down the ward and reveal CML here up on this high ground, but jumping the back line on both sides. Nice force staff. They've doomed up Pota on the side, and this Ember more than likely going to go down. He has a buyback if he wants to come into this fight. Ice Blast. Now CJ in some trouble, but able to escape. Huge Ice Blast connection with that shot. Holds all of them in place, and Pota is back into the fray, forcing the BKB from the Muerta. But the damage, it's too much for CJ. He just can't punch this Morphling down, and Bob forced to turn tail and run, but nowhere for you to go as the low hot on your heels. Pota with that second life causing so much disruption in the back lines, and Dalul again with a double kill. You'll pay for it with Womi, but now you can just walk up into that Roche and get it nice and easy. CJ is gonna pack that second life and say thank you very much.
What a beautiful buyback from Pota 2 there, and man oh man, the biggest problem for the side of
conditioned to just feel scared as soon as the Primal starts winding them up, but it works against them there. CJ looking so strong. You'll try and control him. The chain stun should be enough. No, he's still able to waveform out. You get the Doom out to Pota again, but Womi, he's just full controlling you with the Pulverize. Now that BKB is out, where you gonna go? Flappy finishes off CML with that lingering burn damage on the ground, and Womi melts down Tino. 3v5 situation with a buyback on the Doom, but even then,
with Hagna again and again saving him.
He got Lincolns, he got Lotus, he got all the heal in the world. And when your Doom just can't connect on the one guy who's getting every single resource pumped into him, it's not even gonna matter. Slide through now. Yona doesn't have a BKB, and this is looking like demise. Execration, they're getting absolutely slammed down. Dalul, I don't even know how he ends up killing the Dark Willow there. Must have just been the Nether Ward damage or something, forcing the buybacks out, but they've already cleaned up the lane of Rax. It's a huge crush from Bob, but once again, they just can't connect as Womi, fearless, continues charging in. Perhaps a bit of a lapse in discipline this time round, but they feel confident to look to end this game. Yona goes down. That is a dieback from your Muerta. And the rest of the side of Mag Indonesia just swarm over their opponents. Execration, they're forced to tap out in this game number 1. And Pota 2 Ember Spirit, man, you can put him up against the Slaughter, you can put him up against the world, but if you don't stop the rest of his team, they're gonna
tier player, God tier hero. Please ban Park.
And the PL Naga matchup is kind of rough on the PL, right? Because her illusions always best your illusions.
That's true.
It just feels like this deadlock situation, they're gonna end up with a Bloodseeker, which
I think last game we just saw the Lul and Flappy have absolutely free games, take over the entire game. Like, make
Other
sure
than that, it really just gets banned. And him and Dalul, they've been such an instrumental force for this team. Let's see what they can get done here. Tussling for the runes. Yona has that Blood Right available, but they'll just stand their ground and grab it. Ends up being a 3-for-1 trade, and uh-oh, Yona. Blood Grenade slowed up. The lingering slow from the crush. No battery assault. Yona, he's just gonna get gunned down. CML broke away from that fight. A little bit of miscommunication.
The sustain to keep going, so double down on it. I kind of like the theory here from Yona. Let's see if it pays off, though.
Yeah, Womi working his way towards that level 6 has been given quite a lot of space, and rotation up here in the top side. They showed the gyro in the mid, but Flappy coming through from the twin gates. They'll catch Yona by complete surprise. I don't think he was expecting that. And now CML slowed up to a crawl. One last touch. Womi finds it. And again, Now bringing the AA up ace one in this top side just to ward against any rotations. But right now, there's nowhere they've gone. They're still down here under your tower, come through. But the mass TPs now, Execration, they want to answer back, but they just can't save Yona. CML looking in trouble as well. You just need one more bash. The supports, they're fully committing, and the Rocket Barrage will finish off the clockwork. But they end up paying big time for it. Bob doesn't actually have a lot of mana. He'll leave it to Shanks to follow up. But oh no, here comes Ember, Pota, ready to get involved. And with that cold feet stopped in place, and they're not able to work down Flappy. Last bit of HP might get spotted out by the Bloodseeker. But you just have to watch this snow cone slowly melt out of your hands.
I love that move from Bob this time, showing us what he didn't in the last game. TP reacting to the moves getting made on his own safe lane. But at the end of the day, this is why they picked Pota too. He's Ember Spirit, because that's what he does, is the rotation maker. And actually find a big pick off bottom. Tino goes down difficult. And we see something a little different here from Tino. He's going to be going for the MOM on this Magnus. So playing the ultra greedy, I'm the carry now farm route.
Yeah.
We'll see if that pays off here.
I don't know whether I'm agreeing with it, but Flappy, meanwhile, in the mid lane, they found Bob. The low will pay the price, not even last touch of the tower. Kills him off. I mean, that was just a slight change to the cold feet combo, it appears. Holding him in place long enough for the rocket to connect.
The level 1 searing chains puts onto Bob this game. And as the game scales up, as we said, Nagasai in the build for this hero right now after the Mantasar is the Orchid Malevolence.
Shanks just melts the one bash, and they're looking at CML. This Clockwork has not found any successful action in this game so far. 0, 4, and 2. Both supports seeming to falter, save for 1 or 2 decent kills set up by Shanks. And with the full shifty going on. Key contest area is gonna be this triangle, this huge set of what looks like a 3-stack Ancients. They don't want the Magnus to be able to come in there. They even commit the call down for it. They'll stick around on the supports to try and sap up as much of the EXP as possible, even ice blasting it. But now you do have to be careful. If Execration choose to take a fight, you've committed a few of your support ultimates. The cold feet is gonna proc though. CML has that hook shot looking for an angle. You break up on the oh no! That is not what you wanted. Completely mistiming. And now the calls on Mag Indonesia, they're gonna try and punish. It's a beautiful cogs from CML to keep them at bay though. They pick up both supports for their troubles. They bring mistiming the hook shot a little bit. Like we mentioned, CML, he just has not been hitting the mark. But now, sizing up for this bot tower, Delol gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Stealing the call down from Shanks. It's a lot of magic damage. Turn back the other way with the hook shot. They'll finish off the gyro, but Tino gets crushed to a pulp. And now the supports, they have to run. Flappy, he's just punching down CML here as Shanks falls. Flappy, you're looking for a kill. Shouldn't be able to find it as the Clockwork able to escape, but it comes at a huge cost. 2-for-1 exchange here on this bot side.
Oh man, that's so costly. That's the first move you make, but there's nothing going the way of Execration in this game, and slowly but surely they're just getting out-farmed and outclassed across the map.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? The Ice Blast, a bit too late, but still, it was such a perfect setup. Pota chaining these two members down, taking advantage of the vision. Now Tino will look for Skewer back, finds the AA, but once again, this is a support. You're tanking the whole call down for this. Tino's gonna go down. He's stolen it on Shanks, but they are gonna steal away your life. The Blood Right holding Pota 2 in place, but you are dying to the Blade Mail. My brother Bob, get out of here. Living on a sliver of HP. That was
these supports, Perma. You have this cooldown punishing them every time. You have, look at this once again. Look at the combo. It's just so easy.
Oh my goodness, Yona. I mean, Flappy, and you have to wonder, after the sheer carnage that Flappy and Pota were able to enact on you in that earlier game, maybe they were just overshadowed by Womi and Delol, and you just kind of forgot how lethal this combination can be. Running around, Ice Blast on your head, you're slowed to a crawl with the Ice Vortex max out. There's nowhere for you to run. You'll have to try and jaunt out, but Bob, he's at risk of getting caught again. Jaunting forward immediately with that Remnant, and Bob, he just gets absolutely smacked. Oh, the tips come through. You know Pota's feeling himself with that double damage rune.
And I don't blame him at this point, even though Emperor, seems like an off-meta hero and such. When you're playing up against Mag Indonesia, I really think that people gotta start banning this because he's dominating. Doesn't matter the game, doesn't matter the matchup. He's contributing, and now they could find a big pick here.
Oh, they're trying to go onto Naga. Can you find the song in time? No. Striking on the opposite end of the map. The first decent move from Execration. But they're going to pay for it again. Tino goes down along with Shanks. And Pota 2 with another double kill. This Ember is just stacking them. Kill $500 for that Naga Siren into your pocket of the clockwork. Oh, the silence. CJ. He's looking to get involved. Net up, chained up, nowhere to run. Meanwhile, flip side, Yona dying out here. You gotta spot out the low with that sentry. Can you finish him off? Last auto attack, Shanks able to grab at least that. But you've lost your pos 1 and your pos 2 again. It's a
Give him
10K.
something more at the very least.
Yeah, that move gets spotted out by that nice high ground ward. Immediately cleared. Womi still getting the go in though. You might try and pop the rupture onto him. But you're really unsure. Yeah, you're unsure whether you just want to fight. You know, toss it all onto Pota, but that's just gonna mean that they retreat. Womi's amplified damage himself, and Bob? Bob, you found yourself in the middle of an orchid. Sure, you pull back the low, but that is a support. A crush on the backlines holding them in place for that Ice Blast to land. It's just on a song, but it doesn't even matter. They are overwhelming you right now. You can't even RP. You can't even respond. Everyone's dying. You got a hook shot out to the creep waves to try and survive, but they can't get the crush in time. It's only the supports who survive here. And Mag Indonesia. You're gonna have to try and pull off a wraparound maneuver if you want to catch them by surprise, but look at the vision setup. It's perfect. RP up onto the Ember Spirit might just be an easy kill. They pick him off, but a crush looks like the side of Mag Indonesia. They still want to fight. Ice Blast right on top. This is the Pota special, and they rip you up. Yona, where you going? Amplified damage, a corrosive haze, doesn't matter. You're still gonna get shredded. And they look for Tino. That is the dieback of the Magnus. And Execration, it feels like they're running out of options, running out of hope here. The Comeback Kings, it is a sliver. 1% is the chance afforded to them by game at the highest levels just last season. But a huge fall from grace. If they could get this Naga Siren, that would be ideal. I just have to settle for the low, the coil once again, only connecting on the support and the crush. Not gonna land because of the song, but the setup is perfect. Ice Blast on their hits. They don't disconnect the song in time, but it's not gonna matter. The RP, it's onto a Slada in his own puddle. You're gonna get ripped apart, 4-drop, and so do Execration, wiped out of this tournament. And the thank you comes through. The good lucks. Execration, they've been bested. And the Filipino side, they won't be able to go on any further. It'll be the Indonesians who make it to the grand finals to face up against Talent tomorrow.